Hi, I'm back to do a reading for myself. Whoops, because I miss me. And I've done a few readings for other people now, and I'm I don't know if I want to continue with it. There's something about doing them for me, for myself. You know, it became a process of my own like self-sorting out, my own self-discovery, my self-exploration, self-love, self-care. It became all about me, and I was the center of it, and I kind of like that, to be honest. I kind of like that. I've always been a people pleaser and a giver, and like, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm gonna test stopping doing them. I got one more to do, but I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna do readings for other people. I'm just gonna do for myself. You know, me do me. I'm just gonna do me. Just gonna give it to myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So pull a card for me. Okay, well, this is the same card that I got for the last person I did a reading for. Starseed, what lights you up? And I guess this is actually just confirmation for precisely what I was looking at, you know? It's that point of, I don't want to, like, I like giving to people for sure. I like supporting people for sure. But the readings were more fun for me in doing them for myself. I was more lit up after. Like, I would come out of the room sometimes bouncing, just like running into the living room, just bouncing away, just feeling so good, so fulfilled, so nurtured. And it's like, I was just like, every time it was just like, I felt so, I was being so replenished, so rejuvenated. It was just like, it felt so good. And since moving to like doing readings for other people, all of a sudden there's like all these other dimensions at play in terms of an expectation perhaps, or, you know, I noticed I was feeling a little more insecure, a little less confident, and it's like, I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel confident and secure in who I am. And yes, while I can maybe do that with other people, why not just keep myself in the space where I do feel confident and secure, because then I'm like establishing those roots. It's like that point of a child, and if you have a child, say, working alone versus working in a group, and maybe the kid working alone feels really good and confident and like can go through the play or the lesson like really easily, and then when you put them in a group, all of a sudden they're like not doing as well. They seem to slow down a little bit. There's a little bit more frustration involved. You're not going to force that kid to stay in the group. Well, I mean, that's what we should be doing. We shouldn't force children to do something that they don't feel naturally inclined to do. We should allow them and nurture within them that natural learning ability, which is like whatever comes easy to them. Harness that, because that's like that true expression. That's that true who they are, you know? And so who I am is like, I like the videos to be all about me, okay? And it's interesting because the vlogs have always been that. I started vlogging because initially it was like this point of, it supports me to expand within myself. I knew that it supported me to put myself on camera and put myself out there, because I was facing all these dimensions of what people might think of me, learning how to communicate, how to articulate myself, how to express myself. You know, there was all these things that this experience, this process of vlogging actually gave to me. And I knew that in that, sharing my experience and sharing who I am, I was by default supporting other people. It became a win-win situation. And then more recently seeing that, well, you can also get paid on YouTube if you have enough people following and watching your videos. It became a win-win-win situation. So it's like, that is what this point is for me. I don't need to bring other people in per se. Not that it, you know, I've done that for a few videos. I did that recently, and you know, fine, it's good, it's good. I tested it out. That's the thing. This came up in my last reading. You know, it came up to do readings for other people. It was a consideration. I had the impulse to do that, and so I did that, and I had some people willing to do that and reach out to me, and that was great. But so I tested it out. I gave myself the benefit of the doubt. I heard myself. I honored myself. I tested it out, and I realized this is much more preferred. This is much more fulfilling, because I don't have to please anyone or give to anyone but myself. And I think for me right now, where I'm at in my process, it's very important that I do that, because I've never really done that, ever. And I feel like that's part of what is out of alignment in this world, is that we're not willing to give ourselves totally, fully, completely, wholly, absolutely, in all aspects and all dimensions, because there's this point of obligation that we feel towards other people. Because, you know, if everyone in the world was giving to themselves exactly what they wanted and what they needed, and didn't expect a system or anyone else to give it to them, would that change the world? I think so. I think so. I think that selfishness is important. Selfish. It's just selfish, you know? It's just all about self. Self-honesty, self-forgiveness, self-responsibility. You know, who are you as yourself? Because that is the only power that you have to change anything in this world, is by and through yourself. It's you. You matter. Yourself matters. Self matters. That's the only power you have. And so anyways, long story short, I missed myself in these recordings and the video, and so I think I'm going to play with continuing to just pull a card for myself and come and share myself and share the topics that are here and have fun, continue to have fun and explore, because it is fun for me. I really enjoy this. And when you have that equation of fun, joy, expression, plus not caring what anyone thinks, I feel like that equals a pretty powerful outcome. And so I'm going to test that and play with that and trust that as what I'm doing here. So I appreciate you coming along the journey with me, and yeah, till next time.